Hey, this is Mitch. Welcome back to the Life Stories channel. If you like the story you're about to hear, please hit the like button. If you want to hear more humorous or inspirational stories, please subscribe to the channel. And if you know somebody who enjoys a good humorous or inspirational story, send them my way here at the Life Stories channel. As I record this, today is Father's Day 2021, and to all you dads out there, congratulations and happy Father's Day. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments and on your legacies, which are, of course, your children. I was recently told that of all the holidays we celebrate in this country, Father's Day is dead last in terms of the amount of time, effort, and money we put into it. So, you know, apparently fathers are valued in this country just below a rabbit and a rodent. Thanks for that. Um, anyway, I'm not really going to tell a story today so much as I'm just going to talk about my dad. My dad lives with my mom in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada, just east of Sacramento. He was born in 1939. He's going to be 82 years old here in about another month or so. And he's still going strong. He's an avid golfer. He's out there every day. He plays the local 9-hole par 3 course in his community that I think they've named the links at Billy Goat's Gruff for all the hills on the course. It's the hilliest course I've ever seen. And he's out there every day hiking those hills, whacking a little ball around. So, keep that up. That'll keep you healthy and strong. Good for you. Anyway, uh, my dad was born into a modest home at, the end of the Depression, start of World War II. And I don't really know too much about his father. His dad died when I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I don't really know too much about him. His mother, on the other hand, lived into her 90s, and she was one of 10 children, and so she had to fight and scrap for everything that she got growing up, and that turned her into a fighter and a scrapper for her entire life. She was a brash and brazen and kind of an in-your-face person, and my dad is none of those things. He is intellectual and considered and moderate, which are great qualities to be, qualities I wish I had more of. My dad has been married to my mom for the last since 1960. So what? 71 years? 71 years? 61 years. Uh, it's a long time. I think the math is right. 1960 to 2021 would be 61 years, right? Um, and it shows a side of him, his fidelity and his commitment uh, over the long term. It shows how steady he is. Uh, he raised a family of 3 children, myself and my brother and my sister, and did everything a man should do raising a family. He worked very hard. Uh, he started out his career as a draftsman and worked his way up to vice president of a successful water treatment company. And that success was due in very large part to the things that he did. He was the kind of person in his career who believed very much in continuing education. He was always learning new things. Um, and he was one of those people who believed strongly in the early adoption of new technologies. He was in the prime of his career when computers started taking over office space, and so he showed his bosses the value of what a computer could do for the business, and gained a lot of attention, notoriety, and advancement as a result. Shows his intellectual side. Um, as I said, he did everything he should do as a man to raise a family. He saved his money well. He's been retired since he was in his mid 50s, so nearly 30 years now, and he's still living off his own money. Nobody's writing him checks to support him. Uh, he's living quite comfortably, and did well for himself and for his family. And I'm proud of him for that. It takes a lot of hard work, dedication to put yourself in a position where you can live off of the fruits of your former labors for 30 years. It's a real accomplishment. But not only did he save money for his retirement, he also paid for our college educations. He took us on vacations, took us to interesting places, places sometimes you wouldn't think that you would take your family to. Like I remember taking a trip to Walworth, Wisconsin, which was nearby where we were living in Delavan. So it wasn't like across the country, but we took a trip to tour the brand new Kikkoman plant where they were making teriyaki sauce. I'll tell a story about that someday. That was an interesting experience. um, but he took us to all the big places too. We went to Disney World, and we go out to Yellowstone, area of Wyoming, Jackson, Wyoming, before it became a big place. Uh, Back when I was younger, he he also spent quality time individually with me, and gave me some of the character traits and did some of the things that I am today. For example, when I was 5 or 6, he taught me how to play chess. Kind of wish he'd have taught me how to play chess better. I don't do very well, but he taught me how to play chess. Uh, he got me into coin collecting when I was a kid growing up, and taught me the value of the love of the hobby for the hobby's sake. He got upset when I was buying coins as a teenager. He wanted me to experience the same thing he did when he was a kid, growing up, rooting through change, looking for rare dates and coins he didn't have to complete his collections, and wanted to instill the value of the love of the hobby for the hobby itself. And I appreciate that today. Um, he's an honest individual and tried to instill honesty in his children, even sometimes at the end of a spanking. And when you're 6, 7, 8 years old, you don't really appreciate those spankings. But when you're 57 years old and you're enjoying the fruits of those lessons, um, you learn to appreciate them more. They don't sting quite as bad, right? Um, but my dad is a kind, loving, generous man. Not the kind of person that wears his heart on his sleeve, but certainly kind, loving, and generous. And um, I hope that I picked up those traits from him. Um, Anyhow, it's Father's Day, and those are a few things about my dad. I love you, Dad. Keep hitting that little white ball around the golf course. Um, so, if you like the story that you heard, please hit the like button. If you want to hear more humorous or inspirational stories, please subscribe to the channel. And if you know somebody who enjoys a good humorous or inspirational story, send them my way here at the Life Stories channel. Thanks for listening. Bye.